Today on Talking Solutions, we're going to talk animals and the 80s hairball. In studio with me, I love the way, Pam and Sam. Your names work together just beautifully. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
We're a perfect match. I like it. You want to tell me what's going on as far as the 80s hairball? It's a benefit, of course, for animals.
That's right. Do you want to say what it is, Pam?
Go ahead.
I will say what it is.
She
the
loves
80s Hairball is a fundraiser for animal rescue. So we're benefiting two rescues in town, the Churchill Foundation and the Vegas Shepherd Rescue.
Nice. I'm familiar with both of those groups. It's coming up, well, it's
Next
just
Friday.
days away,
Yeah.
Friday the
Too quick.
24th. Bootlegger Bistro over on South Las Vegas Boulevard. That's a great place.
Yeah, they have the, it's called the Casa de Copa room is where we're having it at. It's a private room, holds 297 people.
So we need to fill that up.
We need to fill
Yes,
it.
we do. Yes, we want to fill that
So
up.
if somebody wants to come over and actually help this 80s hairball raise as much money as possible, is there an entrance fee? How do people get involved?
The website.
Well, the website is the80shairball.com, and they can pick up a ticket straight from the website. Or they can, if they want to be a sponsor, they can sponsor with us. And our sponsorships start at $25. They go up to $1,000. So it fits anybody's budget. And that's the main way that we can actually help. Because these rescues are just funded solely on donations. And without those donations, they can't do surgeries. They can't pull animals from the local shelter. So they really, really need money.
I don't think people understand how expensive their cost is.
No.
I mean,
It's
just us having
surprising.
3 dogs.
Yeah.
Well,
and 3 healthy dogs, you
Yeah.
know, so, and you're still spending money on that, you know, so when it comes to these rescues, you do take some of those really difficult cases, and it's going to require a $2,000 surgery, and then they've got to find a foster, and, you know, it's just so much expense, and that's why a lot of these rescues struggle. You know, they're like, we'd love to pull more animals, but we just can't. We don't have the funding, you know.
Well, I know I'm on the board of, of a cat charity here in town, the Poppy Foundation, and people don't realize that when you've got animals who are not at 100% health, that you are dealing with things, as you mentioned. Sam, you mentioned the surgeries. There's also labs. When you get lab tests, those are extremely
Yes.
expensive. Also, a lot of times they're on medications, just like people.
That's right, and they're not cheap.
No.
None of that's cheap.
Well, our most recent rescue had a little hairball knot behind his ear, and we thought it was, you know, something bad, and we took him in, and it was a $200 dreadlock that we had removed.
We're taking him to the hairdressers.
So I mean, it just adds up.
Well, when you care about animals, and I know I had a cat who came up to my patio, and he is the most expensive free cat ever in the history of the world, because I was worried about him one Sunday when all the vet offices were closed, and I took him over to emergency, and I was worried because he couldn't exactly eliminate in the box, and he kept showing me over and over again. He was trying. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's something wrong. Well, that $900 later.
And like you say, out of hours services, and it happens a lot, you know.
It does.
And you have no choice when you've got to help them, you know.
Look, we've had a problem here in Las Vegas as far as too many pets.
That's right.
We've got the ordinances all the way across the county in all of the different jurisdictions. People need to spay and neuter their animals.
Absolutely.
But it takes time for that big bell curve to come down and for the number of
Yes.
animals who end up in the local shelter.
That's right.
Who are in danger of being euthanized, who don't all find homes. I know especially we've had a lot of problems with extra pit bulls because the whole name of a pit bull, they have bad press.
Yeah, it doesn't work in their favor, and it makes it very, very difficult for them. It
And
really does.
Chihuahuas, too.
And Chihuahuas,
That's our
too.
2 main groups.
That's
but
right.
the groups that you're talking about as well, the Vegas Shepherd Rescue, great organization. I'm familiar also with the Churchill Foundation, and you can help a lot of animals with this
breeds,
event.
Oh my gosh, we really,
Well,
really
we
can.
try to do, every time we do an event, we did a big golf tournament last year, and we do another one this fall. We try to pick at least 2 to 4 charities to help out, to spread the love as much as possible. So,
Well,
and
it's
it does
a lot
make
of
a
fun.
difference, and it really does make a difference.
The only way we're going to fix this issue, as I mentioned earlier, is we all work together.
That's right. And I think the message, you can never get the message out enough. You know, so sometimes you just think you're repeating yourself, which you are, you know, and you think the people that you repeat yourself to know, but there's always that one person that go, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know you had to spay neuter. I didn't know it was a law. I didn't know you had to do this, you know. So we just have to keep repeating ourselves.
Well, it's
Get that
good
message out.
information that we're sharing. So I'm okay
Yeah.
with saying that until it actually kicks in
Yes.
and works.
Yeah.
And the problem, I don't ever see the problem going away 100%.
No.
But we can make a huge dent
Yeah.
by working together.
That's right, and like you say, just like dispelling the myths about pit bulls and those kind of things, showing people that they're not a horrible dog, not a horrible breed, because people would be more open to adopting them,
People know that my main thing with charities is any kind of a person or animal who is, as I describe, at our mercy. Children, animals can't do or say for themselves.
That's right.
So we have to step up and help them. Now, this 80s hairball, which is a big fundraiser, this sounds like a good time. Next Friday night, the 24th, in the Copa room at the Bootlegger Bistro.
Yeah, it's called the Casa de Copa, and it's right next door. It's a fabulous room, and a lot of people have not seen it. And it's got a great stage. It's got booths in there. It's got a bar in there, and the decor is great. It's perfect for us.
And also, we have Cyanide playing. I don't know if you're familiar with them. They do a lot of like Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses, Van Halen cover. They have their own album, of course, but they do a lot of cover tunes, and it was the perfect band.
Yeah.
And they said they would do it. We were like, what? They're going to do it? Because it matched the theme, the Skid Row, Guns N' Roses.
And they said they're going to take us
80s.
back to specifically 1987.
Yes.
Okay.
It was a good year.
Yeah.
All right.
I graduated high school that year.
It was a good year, like I said.
I was around. I don't remember it, so obviously it was a good year.
But yeah, it's with that ticket they get food, and people know the food's good at the Bootlegger. They get to see a live band. We're gonna have a red carpet, of course. We're gonna have a photo video booth that will upload the photos and videos real time to our social media.
Nice.
So that should be fun watching some of that towards the end of the night.
Right.
And we have a fantastic auction and raffle and an amazing swag bag.
Yeah,
that we
like
give
the
away.
bag that you just have. We
Yes.
bought multiple colors of different ones, and we fill them with all kinds of great stuff that people donated and that
Yeah.
we've donated to the bags too. So the bags are worth, gosh, at least 100, right?
Yeah, our
These
last
are
swag bag's
adorable.
worth 150. I mean, which is like 3 times more than the ticket was. So, yeah, it's a great value for the ticket, and of course, you're helping rescues. That's really
Great.
important.
We'll put a picture of this because you know that this interview
great.
is going to be up on our Talking Solutions Facebook page. So we'll make
She
sure
got a
it says,
Shrimpy Doodle bag. Looks like Shrimpy got a hold of that one.
it says pick a rescue dog. Yeah.
Shrimpy customized it for you.
Well, yes, there's a
I don't
little
know what happened.
maybe a little nibbling on the handle, but I
I'm so
consider
embarrassed 'cause
that.
it's
one of a kind.
Well, I have a huge box full of them, and the first one I grab, I didn't even notice, and then it's like the handle's chewed by my dog. It's
one of a kind.
special. It's autographed. It's okay. It's lovely.
From Shrimpy Doodle. Ridiculous.
Well, now you mentioned the stage at the Casa de
Yes.
Copa room right there next to the Bootlegger Bistro on South Las Vegas Boulevard. And that the group Cyanide's going to come and play, specifically music from 1987. I hear.
1987. That's what they said.
That was the year we like. We think we remember we liked that year,
We're
Sounds
trying,
like
to,
a-
we're trying to get our outfit together.
We are. We're encouraging everybody to dress up too. Everybody loves to dress up. They fantasize about going back to the 80s and their Aquanet and their neon and spandex. And
Yeah, we're going to have a couple photographers too, so it'll be fun.
We'll capture it all.
I have seen my pictures of the hair from the 80s. That's the part I'm not real sure I want to revisit.
They still sell Aquanet.
The Aquanet.
They still sell it.
I'm not going to do it. Back in the day, right about then, was when I did the asymmetrical haircut. Seriously, somebody caught me on the right day, and I went, well, it will grow back. So we had the boy cut on this side, and then it sloped down on the other side to long hair on the right side, and people would look at me and go, oh, you combed your hair? Oh.
But we looked great back then, didn't we, Terry? In our minds, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam has great eyeshadow photos.
Oh, it's...
I thought she was in a play. That was going out. I was
People
like,
were
oh.
asking me, is that stage makeup? No, that's what I wore in the daytime, yeah. The
wanna
eyeshadow
read
that touched my ears almost.
You can relive the 80s Friday night at the Bootlegger Bistro at the Casa de Copa room right next door at the 80s Hairball. There's going to be music. There's going to be food. I want to hear about these raffles because I heard some inside scoop that you got some autographed items and such from
Yes.
bands that were big back in the day.
Yeah, we have an autographed guitar from Slash. Is the big ticket item.
He is so good.
That's a reason to come alone.
Yeah.
Just for
Right.
that.
And then there's a few 8x10s that we have autographed. We were getting ready to get them all together and see what we're.
Yeah, we have a lot.
out,
I mean,
yeah.
and we'll split it up, and basically it's a mixture of rock and roll stuff and pet
dog
stuff.
So
Perfect.
it'll be like it'll have a bunch of doggy stuff that you can bid on,
Yeah.
and then rock and roll. So
It works
rocking for
together.
rescues.
They
That's
do.
what-
I like both of them. Who doesn't?
Right. It's the best combo.
Well, everybody's loving reliving the 80s these days. It is the thing to do. So
This
you got
shirt
the
is
80s hairball.
I'm already ready. I
It's
got my
little shoulder out
It's got
there.
the shoulder out there. All I need is to tease my hair, put Sam's eyeliner on, and I'm good.
I'll do it for you, Pam.
Leg warmers, I'm just saying. Yeah. Flash dance, babe.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Oh, that'd be a great outfit.
We need a bucket of water and a chair.
Maybe we can get Eddie to do that. Eddie can dress up like Flash Dancer.
There you go. Oh, I want to see you in a leotard.
She's a maniac on the floor.
Oh, and we're also having an air guitar playing contest
Oh, yeah.
too.
Which is sponsored by Studio Center.
Yeah.
They were nice enough to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, this sounds like fun.
Yeah.
All right. So it starts when? Next Friday night.
Yep, 7 to 10 p.m.
And it's at the Copa Room right next to the Bootlegger Bistro on South Las Vegas Boulevard. It's the 80s Hairball. Going to raise all kinds of money for a couple of great dog charities here in town, and you should get in on it. Information on the website, which is
80shairball.com.
80shairball.com. It's going to be a great time.
It is.
Wow.
Yeah, we're gonna. What did we drink back in the 80s? Wine coolers.
Boone's
Everything.
Farm? Azima? I can't remember.
Kamikaze.
That's what Pam and I'll be drinking because we haven't slept for 5 weeks.
Yeah, we'll be stressed.
We're gonna need that drink, aren't we?
Takes a lot of work to set out a big
does.
event like the 80s Hairball coming up next Friday night. It sounds like a great time. We sure appreciate you ladies coming in.
Oh, we appreciate
Pam
you.
and Sam filling us in on what's coming up next Friday night. 80shairball.com. Go.